Alright, I'm back and I'm gonna make a tier list. It's been a while. I don't even remember when was the last time that I made a tier list. Definitely didn't have, of course, Ultra Zamasu 13. Of course, this guy got his plat. I don't even think I made a tier list when this guy came out. So yeah, we have a bunch of characters here. I think this is basically all I need. I don't really see anyone else that's like super important here. Like looking at these characters, of course this guy will get a plat, and of course we have the new DB characters. So I guess when this guy gets a plat I can make another tier list, because those characters are not here either. Majin Vegeta maybe, but I haven't seen Majin Vegeta in like months at this point, like it's been a while. Yeah, I don't really see anyone else, so hopefully I'm not missing anyone. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this tier list will be the best. I mean, of course, all the like, it's just opinions, right? But at the same time, I just can't really make the best opinions, I feel like, because I just haven't been playing the game for the last like 2 months. Like, it's been a while, so I'm not really playing Legends at this point. Like, I'm just playing when we get new characters, missing a whole week sometimes. So yeah, I'm not really playing too much. Like, I don't really know. Like, I know 13 is really good, but I'm gonna be honest, like, even since it came out, like, I haven't been playing too much. So yeah, I'm not confident, let's just say that. I feel like these characters can probably stay in, but if there is someone who's not necessary, I'm just gonna remove a character. Okay, I don't even know how to start this. I guess we can move Super Vegito to Z tier. I don't see Super Vegito at all, to be honest, but I feel like he should be still really good. Zamasu is definitely going to be at the top somewhere. FRIEZA and NAMEK GOKU. Kefla can probably stay in this tier. I feel like Sal probably could stay in this tier as well. I think I'm just gonna put this guy here somewhere. Metal Cooler can stay here, I think. Even though, of course, he got better with 13, but this guy can definitely move up. This guy is actually like pretty solid with 13. But that's the only thing. I feel like he needs 13. Then he's like pretty good. This guy can probably stay here. I don't think I want to move him up. Probably S tier. Maybe Cooler could move up, but I guess we're gonna see. The Tech Fours are really good as well. I don't even know, like, but I haven't really seen GT either. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm playing here and there, and I'm not really seeing GT too much. This guy is absolutely insane. Future Gohan is probably Z tier. Gamma's maybe S tier, maybe Z tier. We'll see. 13 is definitely he's probably God tier, to be honest. And we have the Triple Ultras. I think these 4 can probably stay here. Triple Ultras. Are they God tier? Like, are they still at the top? NAMEK GOKU, Vegeta, FRIEZA, I don't know. Because I'm gonna be honest, I feel like these two are just... Like, I don't think this is like a crazy take. Is it? Because I feel like Ultra Zamasu and LF Zamasu are basically at the top. And I kind of feel like they are just like a tier above everyone else. The only unit I can see is 13, but I mean 13 is gonna be there because 13 is a support character. That's the thing about 13. I don't think he's like anything super insane. I have him at 3 stars though, so that definitely does not help. But like, in terms of damage, in terms of taking damage, that guy is not impressive. Not impressive, in my opinion at least. He does not impress me at all. But of course, that's not his role. His role is to be a support unit, and he also has revival. Revival is always gonna be extremely valuable. So yeah, like 13 is one of the better characters for sure. And of course you can just basically run the best units with 13. You can leader slot him, so it's just gonna be always extremely valuable because he has extremely good support. So yeah, he's just gonna be at the top. Like, even though I think like individually, like of course these guys are better, and 13 probably like maybe top 10 ish, but of course this is a 3v3 game, so yeah, this guy is insane. I think he's gonna be probably number 3, and I think he can be in God tier just because he's almost like, I don't want to say he's a must-have, because I mean now we have Future Gohan as well, so you can probably run Future Gohan instead of 13, but who is actually the better option? It's probably this guy, right? Like, it's probably this guy, and you can also run other characters with this guy, like for example Cooler, Frieza, all these characters, or you can just run whatever probably with this guy. So yeah, I think 13 is gonna be up there, but I'm gonna be honest, I kinda just want to have these two in God tier. I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna go with this guy. I think this guy might be number 1. This guy is really impressive as well. Of course, he has really good damage, nullifying rising rushes. Of course, when he dies, paralyzes the whole team. He's just a very toxic, broken character. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but when this guy came out and when this guy got his plat, I immediately was thinking this guy is more impressive. The amount of damage he can take, and he also does insane damage, and he has the gauge, which is extremely annoying, stops your combos. He can paralyze, he gets his vanish back. Like, this guy is absolutely fucking insane. I think this guy might be like legit number 1, and this guy is probably number 2, and you just run them together. Of course this guy is red, purple, so of course this guy covers for this guy. It's actually, I'm gonna go with these two, just number 1, number 2, and they are God tier, like they are at the top. 13 is probably gonna be the 3rd best character. I think that's fine. I'm gonna be honest, I think Future Gohan is gonna be up here somewhere, like top 5-ish. Like, is Future Gohan being number 4 is crazy. Like, of course, probably the most obvious competition is gonna be Super Saiyan NAMEK GOKU, because they are both yellow. This guy has endurance, this guy has KO guard, which is obviously way better, but this guy is a support character. I think it's kind of like it could go either way, but he's also future, which I think is really important, because of course you can just leader slot him, but I mean running pure future is probably better than running this guy on the leader slot. Maybe I'm wrong. Once again, I haven't been playing too much, so this tier list is like, it's kind of how I just feel. It's not like real experience, I'm gonna be honest. So I could be completely wrong. Like, this is definitely one of those tier lists where if everyone disagrees with me, I can understand it, but I might go this guy over NAMEK GOKU. It's just KO guard is so insane. And of course NAMEK GOKU has the lock-in, the green card. But this guy is a support character. So that's always, of course, extremely valuable when you have these two. And this guy is a support. Like, I think I'm gonna go with this. Future Gohan number 4. Is that like insane? Future Gohan is above NAMEK GOKU, Frieza, all these characters. Like, is that crazy? And once again, it's more like a guessing game than anything else. Like, I just don't have like real experience with these characters. Of course, I have a lot of experience with this guy and this guy, but it just makes sense that Gohan is this high. I think I'm gonna go with this. I think NAMEK GOKU is gonna be number 5 and number 6 is Frieza. I think that makes sense. And Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is number 7. It's kind of crazy that this guy is number 7, considering he was like number 1, I don't even know, like not too long ago. Arguably number 1 at least. So I think I'm gonna just move everyone down, because I do feel like these characters are definitely a tier above. everyone else. At least in my opinion, that's how I feel. So yeah, I'm definitely good with this. I think 13 being number 3 is probably not crazy because of his support revival, all that stuff. He's also blue, which is gonna be very valuable against this guy, of course, and this guy. So blue is definitely a good color. And of course you have a purple, so you don't even really have to worry about FRIEZA, for example. I think this is fine. Like, if you disagree, sure. I could be wrong for sure this time, but I mean, I'm not saying I'm always right. I'm just saying, like, this time I'm definitely like, I'm definitely not 100% sure, right? I think I'm gonna go with this. I don't know. That's how I feel. That's what I'm thinking currently. Without playing too much, I'm gonna go with this. So I guess NAMEK GOKU is 5, FRIEZA is 6. I'm gonna go with that. I think NAMEK GOKU should be higher than FRIEZA currently. I don't really see FRIEZA being above NAMEK GOKU, because even if NAMEK GOKU has insane counters, the thing about NAMEK GOKU, he's just such an extremely valuable character because of his KO guard, which is one of the most broken abilities in this game. And FRIEZA, even though he's really good, of course, the active skill and the damage and whatever, like, KO guard is just gonna be more valuable. He's gonna age better than FRIEZA, I think, at least. And I think Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta should be still, like, extremely good. I still want to keep him in Z tier. Could be wrong, I haven't seen him in a while, but I mean, he's a crazy good character, at least in my opinion. I don't know if someone disagrees with that. So I'm gonna go with this, I think. I think Z tier can stay with this, and I think this is gonna be the order. Definitely interchangeable. I definitely, for example, Future Gohan and NAMEK GOKU, I feel like it could go either way. Like, what do you want? Support, or do you want KO guard? Like, it could go either way. S tier, Super Vegito. Who is above Super? Is there anyone who's above Super? I mean, we have the Gammas as well. Gammas. I haven't seen the Gammas either. The Gammas are really good. They got that plat. I used them a couple of times. I haven't really fought them though. Androids. I mean, I guess you have 13, you have the Gammas and Sal, but Sal is good, but I don't think Sal is that great, to be honest. Like, damage output, sure, but he just can't take a hit. I don't know, I feel like Sal is definitely not a first option. I feel like you just have better options. I just don't really see Sal being super relevant. He's gonna be here. I'm gonna include him, but I don't really see him being like super relevant. And even if you want to run Sal, Gammas, like, I just don't really like these full blast teams. Like, at this point, I feel like blast teams are actually just terrible, because every single character in the fucking game has blast armor. So when you have a full blast stand, that's like the worst thing ever. Kaioken Goku, I don't know about Kaioken Goku. Like, I haven't really seen him. I'm just a little bit, yeah, that's the thing, I'm just out of it. I just haven't seen too much action from this guy. Even the Gammas. I think MUI is really good again. I feel like MUI is definitely a great option. He's God Key, so you can just run a God Key setup with him. Dude, S tier is tough. Like, I feel like God tier is I think that's like, this is like not a crazy take at all. I think Z tier is fine too. But S tier, I don't know, bro. I really don't know, because I just haven't seen these characters in a while. GT, I haven't seen GT in a while. Oh, I could include this guy. Yeah, talking about GT, I could definitely include him. But GT kind of disappeared, I feel like. Like, GT is just not around anymore. Everyone is running Zamasu, 13, Future Gohan maybe. Of course, NAMEK GOKU and FRIEZA, I feel like those two will be relevant for a while. I just haven't seen GT. I don't know. This is actually tough. Like, who is number 8? Super Vegito number 8. Is that crazy? Is he a top 10 character? I haven't seen Super Vegito. But he was really fucking good. Like, when I was playing, when he got his plat, and for a while, like, he, damage-wise, tanking, like, I feel like he was just all around a very solid character. It's just he's yellow. Yellow is probably not the best character, but you can run him with 13. Because yellow, of course, you have to deal with this guy, and I feel like that's just really tough. Oh my god, the Gammas, I think the Gammas should be somewhere around in this like top 10 area. I don't think I want to include these guys in the top 10 at all. Maybe this guy can be S tier. I feel like Kafla is definitely not S tier. Like I don't see Kafla at all. Like she can stay here, but that's basically it. Metal Cooler, no. This guy, no. I don't think so. I want to include the GT characters because I do feel like GT was really good, so I feel like it should be still at least decent. You have this guy and you have these three, so you can build a very solid GT team, at least in my opinion. I think I'm gonna move Kaioken down there, behind the GT characters. Cooler should be very solid, of course, with 13, but do you need Cooler when you have this guy? The answer is no. That's the thing about Cooler. I feel like Cooler is a really good unit, with 13 at least, but since we have Zamasu, who is I think probably the best character in the game, I just don't see a reason why you should run Cooler. You're just running Zamasu, so Cooler is just basically a secondary option. If you don't have this guy or something like that, like you can run Cooler, I guess, instead of him, and he should be fine. But to me, at least, I don't know how others do their tier lists, but I definitely consider like how relevant the character is, because if you have a character that's just like, for example, Sal, like, do you want to run Sal if you have this guy? No, that's the thing. Like, you just don't need Sal. If, like, let's say you have all the characters, do you want to run Sal? No, the answer is no. You're just gonna run this guy, and the same goes for Cooler. So when that happens and the character gets basically replaced, I don't know. For me, that definitely decreases the value of that character. So I think Cooler is gonna be like top 10-ish area, but I think MUI above Cooler is completely fine. I think MUI is actually really good. MUI is definitely a very underrated character, but of course, he became kinda irrelevant because of this guy, but now we have this guy, so this guy is not that relevant anymore. So MUI kind of came back, in my opinion at least. I don't know if you agree with that or don't, but I think MUI is gonna be around, so this is 7, 8, 9, 10. I think MUI makes the top 10, honestly. I think having MUI above all these characters, it's probably fine. Like, I could see, like, I'm gonna be honest, if you disagree, you disagree. I never really was a big fan of this guy. I feel like he's kinda overrated, or I don't know. And I'm not seeing him anymore. Maybe it's just I have him at lowest. I have him I have him at 3 stars, so of course he's not gonna be the craziest. Like, he has support and stuff like that, but I never really was impressed with this guy. I feel like he was just whatever. I think MUI can be above him. Tech Force, they were really good. I assume they are still really good, it's just I'm not seeing GT. I think MUI being here is fine, but I can see maybe like Tech Force above MUI. Kaioken maybe. Cooler. So yeah, once again, this is like a guessing game. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know for sure. But I think MUI makes the top 10. I guess I'm gonna include the Gammas, and I'm gonna have the Gammas over MUI. Although, like, looking at this list and looking at the characters, like, what team are you running with the Gammas? Like, what is your setup? You have 13, which is fine. But who is, like, your third character? I genuinely don't know. Like, who is your third option? Who is the third character here? Maybe this guy? Maybe. I mean, I guess Sal could be an option, but I just don't really see Sal being that relevant. Or I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's my main issue with the Gammas. Do they really have a team? Like, do they have a setup which is like competing with, let's say, Future or with Zamasu and 13 or whatever, like, whatever you're running. Like, is there a team that the Gammas like actually have that is like top tier and competes with the best teams? Because that's my only issue. Like, looking at this character, I know that they are really fucking good. Because, for example, MUI, Double Zamasu, MUI. I think that team should be really good. It's a pure Gatki setup. It should be really good. Even Vegito, I'm gonna be honest, like Vegito has options, I feel like. Like, if you want to run Vegito, I feel like Vegito has 13, that's one. We have these two. So, it's basically a fusions team, right? Zamasu, like double fusion Zamasu and Super Vegito, that's a fusions team. Double yellow is definitely not an option at this point, I don't think so. You can probably try, but it just, I feel like you're gonna have a very tough time against this guy. But I think Vegito actually has setups, but I'm looking at the Gammas, I'm just like who is your third character? Because 13 Gammas, and who is your third option? Who is the third character? I guess an Ultra, you can run FRIEZA maybe? Or Fusion Zamasu, and you'll just have like a kind of weird setup. Sal, of course, could be an option, but it's just, I guess that's it. But that's my main issue with the Gammas. I feel like they just don't really have like a top tier team. So I'm gonna do this. I think the Gammas make the top 10. Once again, I could be wrong, for sure, but just looking at these characters, the teams, I'm just basically thinking about all this stuff. I feel like this is probably fine. MUI, I think he makes the top 10, probably. I'm just not sure about GT. Like, the only characters I could see above MUI is maybe like Tech Force. I could see that. I feel like Kaioken Goku is kinda just whatever at this point. I mean, we have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. You have options. That's the thing. Like, you just don't need this guy anymore. I think I'm gonna go with this. Like, maybe MUI above Super Vegito. That could be a thing as well, because I feel like blue is probably a better color than yellow. Yellow right now. We have this guy, of course, but it's just, this guy is a problem, dude. This is a problem. It's just so hard to get rid of this guy with yellow characters. Like, you just basically have to snipe him with the Rising Rush or something like that. I'm gonna go with this. Like, there is no reason to think about this too much more. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this. God tier 1, 2, yep. 3, 4, yep. I think these two might or could swap places, I guess. I think the same goes for Future Gohan and NAMEK GOKU. I think this is my top 5 for sure. FRIEZA 6, 7, I think that's I think that's fine. And of course we have MUI number 8. But I don't really see anyone who should be like, because I feel like blue should be like extremely valuable. And you also have this purple character. Like, this team should be really fucking sick. The double fusion Zamasu MUI setup should be sick, for sure. So you don't really have to worry about FRIEZA, because you have Zamasu. And of course you don't have to worry about any yellow, because you have this guy. So this color synergy should be like pretty sick. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. Like, if you disagree, disagree. But yeah, 9, 10. Maybe you can swap the Gammas with Vegito. I don't really care. I don't really see a team for the Gammas, at least in my head. Maybe you can run Cooler with the Gammas, and you're just running movies at that point. But then the color synergy is like whatever. I don't know. Maybe you could do that though. Cooler. I kind of want to have the Tech Force above Cooler, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like the Tech Force are just better, but I could be wrong. Once again, I haven't been playing since 13 came out, basically. Like, I just do a couple of games here and there. I'm gonna do this, actually. And I guess we have the GT characters, Kaioken, we have these units. I guess maybe, like, you could probably just move down Kaioken if you really want to. I could see the GT characters moving down there as well. But I think this is fine. I think this is gonna be my top 10 though. And you could potentially, like, I can see the Tech Force being top 10 as well. And I can see maybe Final Form Cooler being top 10 too. I think this is like, this is basically top 12. but I think this is gonna be my top 10. But once again, I think you can include these two. I don't know, this character is just not for me. I just don't really see the value. I mean, he's a support character, but I don't know, bro. Maybe it's just low stars, because once again I have him at 3 stars. Alright, I'm gonna go with this. This is definitely not a perfect tier list, but I wanted to make a tier list. I haven't done one in a while, even though I'm not really playing the game at this point. I just wanted to make a tier list. If you disagree, you disagree. There are definitely things that, if you play the game and you're actually, like, let's say, at least top 10k, your opinion is probably more valid than mine, so I definitely agree with that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about this tier list, and thanks for watching.